Tell me something. When was the last time you truly felt alive? Not just breathing, but alive in a way that electrifies your heart with purpose. The kind of alive that lifts your shoulders with certainty, that forces you to look into the mirror and see the king you once were. There was a time in your life when nothing felt impossible. You carried families on your back. You built futures from scratch. You survived storms that would have destroyed weaker men. You spent years protecting others, putting yourself last, pretending you never break. You endured silently, sacrificing sleep, health, and peace because everyone depended on you. You became the rock for others, while no one asked if your foundation was cracking. Then one day the body whispered, "Slow down." For the first time, you felt the weight of time pressing against your bones. You wondered if this is how life fades for men like you, energy slipping away, strength turning fragile, confidence shaking for reasons you cannot explain. You started to feel invisible, like the world stopped noticing the man who once demanded attention without a word. You felt unwanted, unappreciated, less of a man than you used to be. You wake up tired no matter how long you sleep. You sleep in pieces, restless, your breath shallow like your lungs forgot how to expand fully. You carry pain in your joints and silence in your heart. There are nights you stare at the ceiling asking, "Where did the fire go? When did my body become a stranger? When did life stop feeling like an adventure?" Listen carefully. The fire never left. It is not gone. It is buried under years of responsibility, hidden under the stress you never let anyone see. It still burns, waiting for you to breathe life back into it. You survived too much to surrender now. You walked too far to sit down here. You are still the man who once believed he could conquer the world, and that belief is still alive inside you. It is waiting to rise again. Sometimes life sends small reminders to wake the warrior. Eucalyptus oil is one such reminder. It is not just a natural extract. It symbolizes nature placing its hand on your chest and saying, "Breathe again." It opens the airway like fresh life, entering lungs that forgot how powerful they once were. It reduces the inflammation that slows your steps and keeps you from moving like you did years ago. It pushes oxygen back into the muscles where confidence once lived. It reminds circulation to bring energy to every corner of the body. It helps revive desire, presence, and masculine vitality. Not because it performs magic, but because it supports the strength already inside you. This is your moment, the exact moment where you stop accepting weakness as your final chapter. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not less of a man for wanting help. You are human, aging, evolving, and learning what true strength really means. Every man who ages fights a silent war, strength versus time. Yet real strength is not measured by age. It is measured by resilience, courage, and the refusal to give up on yourself. What you feel is real. The fear that your best days are behind you is real. The desire to feel admired again is real. Your body is not giving up. It is asking for attention. It is asking you to care for the machine that carried you through every victory you spent your whole life enduring. Now you must learn how to rebuild. Rebuild the breath that fuels your fire. Rebuild the confidence that once announced your arrival. Rebuild the intimacy that reminds you that you are still worthy of love, touch, and desire. Rebuild yourself not as you were before, but as the stronger, wiser version of the man life sculpted through storms. Masculinity does not expire. It evolves, it sharpens, it transforms into something deeper than youth could ever understand. Your heart still wants passion. Your touch still seeks closeness. Your soul still craves admiration from the one you love. You still deserve it. The world tries to convince men that desire fades with age. That is false. Desire simply changes. It becomes slower but richer, calmer but more meaningful. The most powerful intimacy does not come from young bodies. It comes from experience, patience, emotional depth, and presence. Presence is what makes a man unforgettable. Presence is what ignites passion when the body moves slower. Presence is what turns a touch into electricity. So breathe with me. Place your hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Inhale strength through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it. Feel it expanding inside you. Exhale fear slowly for 6 seconds. Again, inhale life. Hold. Exhale doubt. Your lungs carry the spirit of your power. Stress steals breath, but breath restores strength. Practice this small ritual every day. 4 seconds of inhale, 4 seconds of holding, 6 seconds of releasing tension. 3 minutes that can shift your entire mindset. You will feel your heart waking up, your nerves calming down, your body remembering its strength. Combining this with eucalyptus amplifies the effect. Steam it. Breathe it in. Massage it into your chest or joints. Let it warm you. Let it remind your muscles that they still belong to a warrior. Small steps resurrect giants. You do not need to climb mountains today. You only need to take one step for yourself, one inhale, one moment of claiming your life back. Move daily, not to chase youth, but to support strength. Fuel your body with intention, because every bite can build or break you. Sleep like your power depends on it, because it does. Release the stress that has been silently killing your energy. Invite connection instead of shutting down. Touch not out of obligation, but out of desire to feel alive again. Do these things not because you are broken, but because you deserve to feel strong, loved, respected, and alive again. Your partner does not want the younger version of you. They want the man who has lived through battles and still has desire in his eyes. That gaze is confidence. Real confidence is not loud. It is steady. It grows from self-respect. Every breath of healing is a rebellion against decline. Every act of self-care is a declaration. I matter. I still have power. I am rising. You do not lose masculinity with age. You sharpen it through survival. You are stronger than the ache in your joints. You are stronger than the doubts that keep you awake at night. You are stronger than the years behind you. Age is not your enemy. Neglect is. The moment you stop fighting for yourself is the moment you start losing what makes you a man. You are one decision away from waking up the king inside, the king who walked fiercely, the king who loved passionately, the king who demanded respect with his presence alone, the king who once lived boldly inside your skin. Picture him. He is still there, watching you, waiting for the day you call him back to the throne. Breathe, move, touch, live. Every inhale becomes a rebellion against weakness. Every step becomes armor against fear. Every heartbeat becomes a war cry that screams, I am not done. Stand up where you are. Plant your feet in strength. Bring your shoulders back. Lift your chin high. Place your hand over your pulse again. Feel that rhythm. That is proof you still belong here. Proof that your purpose has not been completed. Proof that you still have battles to fight, love to give, intimacy to feel, and victories to claim. This is not your decline, this is your rise. Let eucalyptus clear your breath and remind your lungs of their power. Let movement rebuild your body brick by brick. Let intimacy reconnect your soul with passion. Let belief place the crown back where it belongs. You are entering the era where strength meets wisdom, where passion meets patience, where desire meets mastery. Do not shrink. Do not fade silently. Do not accept a life that makes you feel small. You are not too late. You are exactly on time. The world still needs the fire behind your eyes. The people who love you still need your protection, your affection, and your presence. Your heart still deserves its victory. Your story still deserves its triumph. The king was never gone. He was simply resting after years of war. Now he rises. Your story does not end in weakness. Your story ends in power. It ends in confidence, love, and renewed life. This moment, right now, is your body returning to strength. This is your spirit returning to dominance. This is your heart remembering its greatness. Feel the heat rising again in your blood. Feel the breath bringing power back to your core. Feel the warrior inside opening his eyes. Say this quietly in your mind. I am not finished. I am rebuilding. I am rising. I am still the king. Close your eyes just for one last breath. Inhale everything you deserve. Exhale everything that limited you. Now open your eyes and step forward as the man who remembers his crown. The world will feel your presence again. This is your new beginning. This is your comeback. This is your rise. Now it is your time to rise.